Hey everybody, it's Marie Antoinette with Posh Paper Perfection and welcome to my channel. I'm hoping that this video is not going to stop. I've had a problem with my video, had to re-record this so many times. But anyway, I want to share with you what we're doing here. I am going to be sharing with you how I made this memento, which I absolutely love. This happens to be a gathering of my boyfriend's 55th birthday, and I decided to make these for Christmas and also as a thank you for them being loyal friends for over 30 years. Some of them even longer than that. So anyway, keep on watching my video so you can see all about this, okay? Marie Antoinette with Posh Paper Perfection, and welcome to my channel. Okay, so here we go. What I love about this is the versatility of this, okay? So we can either have it as, they can put this in a frame, they can prop it up as a card. I have a sentiment in there that's actually quote. It says, truly great friends are hard to find, difficult to leave, and impossible to forget. And isn't that the truth? Also, they could put this into a album if they wanted to. So anyway, these were all made with Anna Griffin dies, okay, and it was very, very easy to do, okay. Of course, my video acting up. Okay, very, very easy to do. So let me go grab those dies so you can see this. Okay, I used two different die sets for this, and the die sets that I used are the Anna Griffin Create frames. I use the regular frames, the 7 and then the 10, okay? And I also use the, I believe it was 5 and maybe 1. I don't remember, but I'll make sure that I make sure to say what those are. Okay, and then I also use the photo finish easel dies, and I use the easel part of that. That's all I used. Out of the Anna Griffin Create frames, I use the large lattice, large lace frame and the small lace frame for the sentiment. Okay, all right. So let's go ahead and take this away. You're probably wondering what these sticks are here. Okay, I'm not gonna jump ahead because I already re-recorded this, and oh man, I'm telling you, I hate re-recording. Okay, there is the large lace frame that I was talking about, and what I did is I took copper copper paper, okay, and I got this from, I think I got this from Cardstock Warehouse or somewhere else. I'll have the link to this in my video. When you're using the paper, you want to use double everything, and all of my paper is 8.5 by 11, okay. So you're going to cut 2 pieces of this lattice, okay. You're going to, let me do it this way. Because I'm like, oh my gosh, so many things. Okay, 2 pieces of this dark blue, okay. One will be the backing and one will be the inside of the card, okay. Then you're going to want to cut the easel, okay, which I did. I cut the easel and I put score tape. If you don't know what score tape is, it is the best tape ever. Now, you could try using glue, but I have found time and time again, score tape is what they use inside of books to keep books bound. And I just go ahead and cut that. My score tape looks like this. And I bought this roll maybe like almost 2 years ago. I still haven't finished it. It cost me, I thought at that time, a lot, but I don't think so. Okay. Now I'm going to take myself off of video because I don't want there to be any more lag on here. Okay. So let's go ahead and do that. And there we go. Okay. So you want to cut one of these. Okay. And that's the easel. All right. With the gold, you're also going to want to cut here this sentiment, okay, and that is, hello, looks just like this, okay. So you're going to cut one of those, right, and then for the sentiment, I went ahead and printed it out. I use Canva, and I have my own fonts. So I printed on, what do you call that? A toner. I have toner paper, not inkjet. It won't work on inkjet, but black toner paper. And I was able to foil it. So that's what this looks like. It's foiled. Okay. Now you see two of these is because one, I try to flatten it because I stack it, and this got all messed up. Okay, so I'm actually going to cover that. But when you are doing your sentiments, you are going to want to have, okay, where is it? Is it there? Well, maybe I didn't keep it. I don't know. But you're going to want 4 of these that are just white, okay? And you're going to use this right here. And that's the first of the frames, okay? So you're going to use that, okay? Cut it out 4 times with the white, okay? And then let's just pretend that this is not, you know, this is the white already stacked up and glued together, okay? And then we're going to glue that right on top of there, just like that, okay? All right. And then this background right here, this white background right here, that is this die, okay? And that's also comes from those frames, okay? And you're going to cut out 4 of those because you want to stack it up high enough where this easel is going to catch it and it's not going to slide down, okay? So we want this white base here elevated, okay? All right. And finally, you're going to want to cut out your photo, okay? Which I have my photo right here. I'm going to do another one just with you, okay? So we'll have that over here. Okay. So when you're cutting your photo, you're going to want to use that die, this die cut right here. This is part of the frames, okay? So let me go ahead and get the frame border so you can see. Okay. This is number 7. Okay. And number 7 is also going to fit in here. Okay. So let's go ahead and take that out. And I'll put this over to the side so you can see. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to die cut this. Okay. Just like that, making sure that it is perfect. Okay. It's not hanging off. It's not going to reach the sides. And when you cut this, then it's going to look like this. Okay. All right. Now let me bring you in closer. Okay. So it's going to look like that. Now, if you were wondering what these were all about here, instead of using foam tape, you're going to want to use, well, you don't have to, but I would recommend you go ahead and cut 1/8 strips, okay, out of your scrap piece of paper that you have left over, and create a kind of like a stack of the 3, and you're going to put them over here along the corners, okay, making sure that they do not overlap the outside, okay, because we want to put that photo in. And if you notice here, this photo is recessed, okay. If it wasn't recessed, it would come up higher and it wouldn't give you that 3D dimensional of it being a frame, okay. So that's what we're going to do, okay. So go ahead and cut this. You'll want to have at least 4 of these, okay. I should say 4 sets of these, 4 sets of 3, and glue them all together, okay. 2 of them will fit along the edge perfectly, okay. But the other 2 you're going to have to cut down, and then you can kind of fit it in to make that border, okay. Now, one thing that I will recommend with any Anna Griffin dies when you are starting to glue is to make sure that the pieces are symmetrical, okay, because Anna Griffin's dies are asymmetrical. Very rarely does she have them where if it's a square or a rectangle, that you would think that it would all be symmetrical. But if we turn this over here, I'll give you an example here and put it like this. That looks good. That looks good. That looks good. Okay. So was it the other way that was not right? I've done this so many times before. Oh, for some reason, it's looking symmetrical. I don't know. The last one I did, it wasn't. But I think this one is slightly over. But I'm not sure. But just, just double check to make sure that they are, in fact, symmetrical, that the pieces are not going to overlap really strangely, okay? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and glue this. Now, of course, now my glue doesn't work. Hello. First was my camera, now it's my glue. hello. And this is a pin, so try not to pin myself. One moment. Okay, let's try this again. So you're just going to run glue along those strips that you glued on. Oop, hello. Okay. And then you're going to want to flip it over. And make sure that the sides are symmetrical. Okay. And just, lightly, don't push it, because if you push it, you'll push the paper and then it'll get out of alignment. Hey. Okay. And you can see that it's recessed. Okay. It's recessed in there. It's looking good. Okay. So now you're going to take that same die, okay, the same die, and you're going to put it over your photo and cut that out. And by the magic of preparing, I have my frame. My picture is already cut out. And now I'm going to go ahead and glue. Some people don't like to glue. I just rather do it that way. I haven't had a problem with gluing. Right. And I have a selfie printer. I love my selfie printer. Sometimes it has a mind of its own as well. I think sometimes it likes to get together with my video cam software and do the same, say, okay, how can we frustrate Marie? Okay, so I'm tucking this in here. Yeah. That one has a little bit of glue on the outside. I don't know why. I'm trying to clean that up. Okay. And there we go. And it looks great. There you go. Okay. So now that was probably the hardest part that you have to do. Okay. Now you can take this and just apply the glue onto the back. Now I want to make sure that this backing, all of it is on this card. So I will do little dots here and little dots here, just to make sure that it's flush. And I'm going to do that all the way around. Now, if you don't want to do this, you could take a Xyron, but again, I like to do this instead of using my Xyron because my Xyron never sticks. It like comes apart a year later, which is really embarrassing when you have a friend that says, "Oh my God, I love your card, but it fell apart and I need it fixed or I'm going to have to throw it away." Yeah. I've had that happen to me before. Okay, so now you're going to take one of these pieces. Make sure that it's the emboss side is up. Okay, and you're going to make sure that this is not hanging over the side, but it's still even. Okay, so let's do it this way. I think it's hanging over the side of this way. So we'll scooch it a little bit. And I'll turn it around. Yeah. That looks good. Just a little bit. Go. All right. So now that it's looking okay, now what you're going to want to do is you're going to take your bone folder, okay, and you're going to go in between, okay. I might have to use a fingernail just to get in there, but you go in between, and then you're going to press down that bottom piece. That's what you're doing. You're pressing it down. Now, you don't have to do this. It's just, for me, that would kind of irritate me to see that bottom piece lifted up. And if it doesn't go down, you can always take that fine tip of your glue tip, and squirt a little bit of glue in there. See, now this, shh, don't tell, but this is not even. That's probably what I was looking at and I didn't see it. Ugh, that's annoying. No one's going to tell except for me that one part is not symmetrical with the top. But that's what I'm talking about. When, just make sure you're double checking. It's pretty late right now, so I'm tired, and I've tried to record this video like 5 times. Well, if you want to be honest, 10 times, without, with it crashing on me all the time. So I'm just really happy that it is working. Okay, so this is lifting up over here. So I'm going to go ahead and put some glue. press it down. Now, if you're kind of freaking out because of the glue, yeah, I'm noticing that too, but we can clean that up. Okay. All right. And the rest of it looks good. It doesn't look like there's anything lifted. You probably can't even tell. Let me see if I can get like close up here. Can you tell? It's hard. It's hard with the light, but if it was lifted up, you would be able to tell. Okay. All right. So now that that is on, now we can connect these two pieces together. How this works is one part gets folded down. Well, actually, they both get folded down. Okay. So we're going to fold this down and use our bone folder. Okay. And we're going to fold this down as well. Okay. All right. So now that it's folded, now you're going to want to have the top part connected with the bottom. Okay. So let's go ahead and take that off. And we're going to put it on the very top here. And hopefully close to the middle. Let's see how that looks. Is that even? Well, it's pretty darn close. Okay. And just like that. Now this is the tricky part. Okay. You're going to want to put this down where it is flush here. Okay. But you're not going to want to like press it down until you know that it's flush. Okay. So you may have to like, you know, do the Calvin Hobbes look, you know, squint one eye. I'm going to lift it up. Just like that. And I believe that I've gotten it. I'm going to press it down. You may want to get some like tissue paper or something like that so your fingerprints aren't all over this. I always think about that and then I don't do it. Okay. And now you're going to want to flip it over and just go like that. And then this, you're going to flip this over as well. Now, why is this doing this? Oh, because there's another piece there. Hello. I totally forgot about that. I did not take all of the paper off. There we go. And there's the little piece of paper there. There we go. All right. So now that is together. It's so beautifully. Okay, now let's go ahead and put these pieces of paper together. Again, really, really simple. All the corners. And we're just going to stack it. I think. Oh. We just stack it again. That's number 3. Okay. And then stack one more time for number 4. Okay. So that's how you stack it 4 times. And look how thick it is. It's so thick. All right. Now, we don't want to adhere it yet. Okay. We're going to take this and we're going to glue it on here. Right. And we're going to put this right in the middle. And again, this is going to be like as if the edges are going to seem like they're going to want to touch the outside edges. We don't want that to happen. Okay. And hopefully I can do this because my eyes are crossing. Right. Right. If you hear something, it is my cat. My cat Butters is not happy when I'm crafting. Does anybody have a cat like that? Okay. So now we're going to pretend that this is 4 pieces of paper, just like this. Okay. And you're going to go ahead and glue them all together. Okay. This one here, I again tried to glue it all together and then press it with my die cutting machine. The problem with this is that I ruined the foiling because, again, this is a tip that I want to share with you guys because you may not notice, but you see all of this? These are imprints from my dies, and these markings transferred onto here. So now it looks really rustic, but that's not the look I was going for. Also, make sure when you're die cutting your picture frames that your dies, your picture is face up, okay, and that the frame is thick enough where it's not going to press into your photo, okay. All right, so what I ended up doing was I took another quote here, and I want to say that, oh, here it is. Hello, there's your pieces of paper there. I just found it. Now I want to share with you another little tip. If you notice here that and I'm going to get up really close so you can see that. Hopefully that's not too hard to see. But I don't know if you can notice that one is more clear than the other in the foiling. Don't throw this away, okay? Don't throw this away because all you need is a sand eraser, okay? And then just lightly on the sand eraser, sand the words, okay? Okay, just sand the words very, very gently, okay? There. And take out that duh. And now you can see the difference. You see how it looks so much better now? Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and glue this. And you're going to glue it onto your stacked pieces. Like that. All right. And now that this is glued to those stacks, now we can take this here. And we will glue it on here. Again, you have to be careful with the sides. The top and the bottom are pretty easy to get. You just go flush. But those sides need to be a little bit finessed, okay? And there you have the sentiment. Looks really pretty, okay? And just make sure, you know, that you're pressing it in. It's glued really well, okay? And now I'll flip this over and I'm going to glue it down here in the middle, okay? Because this is stacked, we'll have it at the perfect height for it to hold the card in place in case they want to display it on a tabletop or something. Okay, so you take this and I'm looking at this here. I think this is good. We'll scoot this over just a tiny bit. Okay, just like that. And then press down. And then now I can hold it just like so. And there you go. Now this one's being a little recalcitrant. I'm not really sure why, but there you go. And it's great. One other thing that you can do, and this is what I did with his other friend's cards. I don't have it shown, but I cut using another frame die that's a little bit larger. I went ahead and did a sentiment that let me see if I can find the sentiment to show you guys. Okay, so I did a sentiment that said the day of his birthday, and then thank you for celebrating Jeff's 55th birthday, and then listed everyone that was on the picture and put it in the back. Because one thing that I um, can tell you, the older that we get, we start forgetting people. Some people don't, but there are many times where I try to look at photos with my mom, and she goes, "You know, I know that person, but I haven't seen that person in a long time, and I don't know who that is." And it's a really sad thing. But that way you can preserve the memory forever, remembering the faces to the names. So anyway, I hope you really liked this card. Give me some shout outs about what you think about this card. But anyway, um, I really want to thank you for watching and being able to get through with all of these technical difficulties. Hopefully it'll get better. I'm really hoping. But anyway, if I don't see you guys the rest of this week, have a happy new year. I am so excited about 2024 and being able to do videos again. Thank you so much for being there for me through this crazy year of health issues. But as you can see, I am back. I'm feeling alive. I'm losing weight. I'm feeling great. So, anyway. I thank you so much for everything that you've done and subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much. See you later. Bye. Please consider subscribing to my channel and liking my videos. And don't forget, if you want to be notified of the latest videos, please click on the bell.